I guess first off, just congrats to Virginia on a just well played game. I think the sign of a good team, which they are, and well coached team, is they're starting to hit their stride right now. And winning 4 straight coming into this, like making lineup changes, and still getting great production from a bunch of different guys. They're starting to hit their stride, and it was a tough task for us coming in here into it. I've never been here. It's my first game, but it's a tough environment for Notre Dame in general. So we knew it'd be a tough task, and we already have a small margin for error. And I just thought the way they shot the ball and the way we turned it over just wasn't a recipe for success.
Coach, in terms of Groves coming off the bench for them, he's in a different role than the first time you saw him. He played more of a 5. How did he find the space to get those shots?
A lot of communication mistakes, right? Sometimes that's what you get with a young group, is just communications, right? We didn't guard him any different in game 1 than game 2, right? He and Dunn were both starting, but we guarded them with the same people, right? And how we started the last game and started this game. He just got free and communication mistakes, and now once you hit one, you start feeling good, right? He hits probably 2 or 3 on pick and rolls, and then he gets another one in transition where it's just recognition of he's already made some. I should run to him and make him skip it to somebody else, right? And then a couple other ones late, but once you let a guy get in a rhythm, it makes it really tough. Their guards do a good job of finding them, getting into the paint. That's when they're really, really good, is when they get in the paint.
How much more improved are they defensively? Tony said they've simplified some things since the last time they played you guys. How much difference do you see defensively with them?
I don't know. I mean, they're really good defensively. Like I think the game in our place was so different that we came out making shots, and it was. I don't think they were at their best, right? Just the start of the game, kind of sleepy Saturday afternoon kind of game will get you sometimes. I think they're really good defensively. How they play, how physical they are, how they guard their yard off the dribble, and how they help each other at the rim. So I thought they were good the last time we played them. I think they're good right now. I don't see him every day like he does, right? Yeah.
Coach, coming out the locker room, you forced 3 early turnovers. You got it down to 8 twice in the second half. What did you see out of the group that was different from the first half that allowed you to gain a little bit of positivity?
We've just been really trying to focus on just executing what I'm supposed to do, right? Doing my job as much as possible. And I thought we had lapses of that, and every time we didn't do it, they scored. They capitalized. They punished us. We did it more to start the second half. There's some human nature involved too, right? You go in with a pretty good lead. Some teams take their foot off the gas, and we were ready and fired up to go, and just forced some of those turnovers, and it helped us. But we were more locked in early on. I thought we were really good defensively when we were fresh. I thought we were pretty poor when we got tired.
Coach, there were several guys that made several threes. How does that change dynamics-wise when you're looking to defend, especially because Isaac McNeely is the guy that a lot of teams will rightfully key in on coming into the game, but when you have to shift attention, et cetera, how does that throw a wrench in the works?
Yeah, it's that's the one thing we were talking about as a staff is, I thought we did a good job with Isaac. He got one early on the shot fake, which he can do, right? You got to respect his shots. You got to be in his airspace. But we gave him another at the end of the half, which was a mistake. Like we weren't in his airspace, and he just raised up and shot one in the second half, right? But like for him to get 11 points, like that's just pure effort right there from the guys that were guarding. The mistakes that you make to allow Groves to get 6, right? Beekman's was game plan Pacific. You have to get beat. You got to give up something to be good. We had to give up something. So like, if Reese hits those 4, and we do a good job and guard Groves the way we're supposed to, like, then there's only one guy that's going off from 3, right? You make those mistakes and you compound it. Now Reese starts to make them too. You can't stop 2 different guys that are going off when they're like the mistakes that you're making, and that's you know, for a young team, and like that's where our growth needs to be. But you know, they just put that pressure on you, right? Grove starts making 3s, and now they're curling the back screen to the rim, and our guys are afraid to open up, and now they get a layup, right? That's where things start to change, where you gotta be a little more disciplined, you gotta be a little bit better. But when you make shots like that, it changes how you try and guard different things. But you can contain one, but you can't contain 2.
Coach, with how young your team is and going through a little bit of you know, losing streak going here, as a coach, how are you managing them to keep their confidence up, but asking for more out of them from the execution piece?
Yeah, it may not seem like it, but I thought we executed a lot better than we have coming in, right? Since scored 53 points, which isn't like setting the world on fire or anything, but it is, you know, it is Virginia, and they do that to people, right? They just squeeze the life out of you defensively and make it really hard for you. But I thought that, you know, for, you know, Logan Imes making his first start, coming here, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, right, in 30 minutes is, to me, like something to build off of, right? Then you look, Marcus and Braden scored 33 points on 21 shots, both efficient, 6 of 10, 6 of 11 against this defensive team. And these dudes ain't never been here before. Like, Notre Dame's never won here. These dudes ain't even been here, right? Like, there's 3 freshmen right there that are doing impressive things, and I think they're getting stronger as the year goes on. And that's all we're looking for is like, we're gonna keep competing. That's the only thing I got in my DNA is compete. And right now we're finding out who else is gonna compete in that same exact manner. And these dudes are starting to show me.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.